Hey everybody, Miss Wilkins here. Okay, so this is the viola video for Homie Part 2. And I just want to preface this by saying I'm not doing any of my metronomes or my tuning pitches or anything like that because I want to make this video as short as possible. So I want you just to remember that all that other stuff that I showed you should be done with Homie Part 2. Okay, so the whole point of Homie Part 2 is to demonstrate that all of those finger patterns that we did in first position really can be put in any position on the fingerboard. But for right now, we're going to go to third position. Okay, so on your viola, we're going to work on the D string. And to find that, you want to make sure that you're going to play all three of your fingers. And then you're going to just slightly release and move your thumb and your first finger to where your third finger was. Okay? Now if you don't find it right away, that's okay when you're first trying it out, but the main thing is double check it with your G string. Okay? And so then I like to just practice trying to find it. Oh, that wasn't it. A little sharp. Okay? And so once you can pretty much hit it on the head, the other thing you can do is when you get there, give it a tap. And I can hear that I'm there. It's one of my little pet peeves, you know, when people are on stage and people are trying to find a note with bowing. You don't need to bow it, just tap it. And then that's a really polite or socially correct way, a concert correct way to find a note without using your bow. Okay, so we're going to do Homie 2, whole step, half step, whole step. Now if that sounds sad or minor to you, it should, but what's odd and might throw you off is that you're playing the Homie 2 pattern, which as you remember, right? So that sounds happy or major. Well, when you put it up here, right, it's going to be a sad sounding sound. So just get used to that idea. And then when we go to Homie Low 2, we're just going to move our half step down. Okay, so by the way, you're playing G, A flat, B flat for Homie Low 2, so just sort of orient yourself there to those notes. But if you're thinking in our tetrachord patterns, it really doesn't matter because I'm thinking in blocks of 4 or groups of half step, 3 groups of half steps or whole steps, however I'm going to arrange them, okay? So be thinking in that tetrachord, and it's much easier to think about fingerboard geography. Okay, Homie 2, high 3. Again, we're going to have whole step, half step. Find my third position. Okay, and there I am, making sure that I'm bringing my elbow under towards my tummy and balancing towards the fourth finger in order to feel that fourth finger supported. Homie 2, high 4 is just even more. Now we're going to play C sharp. And again, it's just balancing towards that fourth finger, making sure you're coming around with your thumb. Your thumb does not have to stay put. It can gravitate under along with your elbow. Okay, so that's really important for viola because we have so much more ground that we have to cover than violin. Okay, Homie Low 2, high 3. This is what I call the Spock finger pattern because it's half step, whole step, half step. And Miss Wilkins is a Trekkie, so live long and prosper. Okay, so we're just gonna put that one on the viola. And you notice I didn't get my third is really high enough. I would put a tuner on and check all that, right? Make sure that my spacings are correct and then increase speed. All right, half step Homie. I put this one in there because it's exactly that. When I give people half step fingerings with 3 half steps in a row, it freaks them out. So I just said, well, we should practice that, right? So find your third position. And we're just going to play all half steps. It can happen. It does happen. It's okay. Okay, so just remember that there are infinite possibilities. We aren't stuck into one, finger pattern. Okay, and last but not least is Max's Magic. This is a bass exercise, but I really think it's great for the upper strings. Before we did it with an open A, we're now going to start on a fingered note. We're going to start on B. And for those advanced people, you can start on any note and transpose this up the fingerboard. So just a little, extension there for those who want a challenge. But for right now, we're going to start on B, on the A string, and we'll play the little tune. It's much harder on the bass. Okay, and now we're going to transpose that up into 5th position. And notice how when I come up the fingerboard, I'm not just doing this motion and turning, I'm doing them together, okay? So I'm going to come in and around. And 5th position on the viola, as I said in the violin video, you're going to follow the purfling of the viola, and then when you get to the fingerboard, your finger is going to go right on that spot above the purfling. So you have an actual visual of where 5th position is. Yes, I did the violin video a minute ago. This feels much better. Okay, so there is Max's Magic, and that can help you really gravitate anywhere on the fingerboard. With 5th position, oh, by the way, reads like 1st position. So if you're anything a position of 5 or more, just subtract 4 and you get the lower position equivalent. So in other words, if you're in 6th position, subtract 4 and it reads like 2nd position. And 7th position reads like 3rd position. You get where I'm going on this. So 5th position reads like 1st position. So if you're looking at the notes going, Miss Wilkins, just read them like 1st position. Okay, guys, that's it for this one. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.